Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I can't believe it's already been a month since I started this podcast. Time flies, right? I just want to take a moment to say thank you. Whether you've been here since episode 1 or this is your first time listening, I truly appreciate you. This episode is a little different. Instead of jumping into a brand new topic, I want to give you a full recap of everything we have covered so far. I'm not just summarizing what I have said in the past episodes. If you missed all of them, this will still be complete guidance on scholarship, job, career planning, and finding balance. So whether you're a student, recent graduate, or someone figuring out your next step, today's episode is packed with information that can help you. So let's dive in. But before that, to introduce myself with everyone who's new here, my name is Kasanet. I am trying to provide guidance for people on scholarship, internship, job opportunities, and also startups, because these are some of the questions I get, and this has been my background, or this has been my journey so far. I got a scholarship and then went to the Netherlands from all the way from Malala, Ethiopia, and then I went to the Netherlands, did my master's. Now I'm working in Washington, D.C. at the World Bank, and that's super exciting. And I am sharing my experience and providing guidance for people that are interested in this journey. So, in episode 1, we talked about finding clarity. One of the biggest struggles people face, especially young professionals and students, is not knowing what they want to do. Society tells us that by the time we graduate, we should have everything figured out. But that's not always the reality, right? We struggle. Many of us end up in careers that don't align with us, or that we don't actually enjoy, that we're not passionate about, or sometimes we have no clue what we want at all. So, what do you do if you feel lost? Ask yourselves, what are you naturally curious about? What type of work excites you, even if you're not great at it yet? What problems do you enjoy solving? And it's always good to experiment and explore. The best way to figure out what you like is to try things. Do internships, take online courses, do a side project, or even volunteer in a field that interests you. If you remember, I've shared my experience about how I joined a startup ecosystem, and how it was really enlightening for me, that it showed me a lot of things that I'm very good at. And then coming back to my journey now, when I was younger, I never thought or imagined that I would be working at the World Bank. I mean, it's not like I see myself as a human beings, we're always capable of doing things. So it's not because I'm like, oh, I'm not able to do this, but rather I just had no idea about it, right? But I explored different areas, took opportunities when they come, and had my own startup and kept an open mind. And now I'm doing a work that creates an impact, which is what I want to do. So the lesson here is your first career choice doesn't have to be your last. You can evolve, explore, and pivot if it doesn't align with you. In episode 2, we talked about how to get a scholarship, how to study abroad, and education opens doors. But let's be honest, it can also be expensive. That's why scholarships are life-changing. And there are several of them available worldwide, but most people either don't know where to look or don't apply strategically. But what I mostly suggest is university-specific scholarships. Filter out the specific thing you want to study and that aligns with your background or passion. And then select the country you would like to take this course at. Then check in which university of that country that specific course is provided. Then apply for the admission and the scholarship. The first go-to here should be the website of that university, because you will get accurate information and you can reach out to the program coordinators for more information. And here you can get all the details and admission application and also available scholarships. That's what I would suggest. If you're just looking for any type of opportunity, I would still say check as many universities as you can and go to their websites for more information. This will protect you from scams and you get to have the right information. And one thing you should know is these scholarships, there are several people, hundreds, if not thousands of people are applying to certain scholarships, right? So what makes you stand out, or why do they have to give you the scholarship? So your grades do matter, but your personal statement matters as well. A strong application answers such as why should they invest in you? how will you use the opportunity to create impact? They are providing you a certain thing. How will you multiply it? So I think it's important that you highlight those things. A real tip here, I would say, is if you're applying for a multiple scholarship, don't send exact same application everywhere. You have to personalize it to make it match with each program, because each program is looking for something. So you have to make sure to cater your application in to make sure it fits into that specific program. And a lot of people ask me, what if I don't have a perfect grade? The truth is, grades alone won't get you a scholarship. What will is your vision, leadership, and commitment to making a difference in addition to the grades that you have. Another thing we need to be aware is there are different type of scholarships. There are merit-based scholarships, there are need-based scholarships. So that's why I want you to read each scholarship and look what they're looking for and cater all your application based on that. So you can find something that best aligns with your need and with something that goes with your background as well. The next thing we talked was how to position yourself for opportunities, networking, LinkedIn, and getting noticed, right? In today's digital world or digital age, when I say that, I feel like I have been in a completely different age. Well, kinda. Okay, in today's digital age, your online presence has a massive potential for different opportunities, with a vast majority of recruitment turning to platforms like LinkedIn to find and vet candidates. It's crucial to position yourself strategically. But how do you do that? Okay, let's break it down. Imagine LinkedIn as modern day business card, resume and portfolio combined. It's often the first place recruiters and potential employers look to understand who you are professionally. The key elements to focus on here are your professional photo, that is your headshot. Profile with photos are 14 times more likely to be viewed than those without. So make sure to have clear headshot and headlines. This isn't just your bio title. Think of it as a tagline that showcases your experience and what you're bringing to the table. Make it something catchy and interesting for people to want to learn more about you. The other one is detailed experiences. Go beyond listing job duties. Highlight your achievements, the impact you made. Craft a narrative that tells your professional story, what drives you, what your career aspiration is. This is your chance to connect as a human level, basically, because people are coming to learn about you. The other thing is building genuine connection is very, very important. Networking isn't about collecting contacts. It's about cultivating relationships. And here are some of the approach you could do. You have to be authentic. I cannot emphasize this enough. When reaching out to someone, personalize your message. Mention common interests or mutual connections. Maybe explore about this person beforehand. Read about them. Just engage regularly. Don't wait until you need something to reach out to someone. Maybe you reach out in several occasions. If they graduate, congratulate them. If they are posting a certain thing, if you relate, if you have interest, provide something in their comment section. Make sure to foster the relationship that you already have. And offer values. Think about how you can assist others. Maybe you can introduce two people who could benefit from knowing each other or share insights on a topic you're knowledgeable about. This is funny because as I say this to you, I'm actually remembering I'm very good at this. It's like, and I'm not doing it as a strategy to stay connected with people, but rather just naturally, I'm very good at if I hear someone with a certain skill or they're telling me they're interested in a certain thing, and if I hear another friend of mine or a colleague telling me about a certain thing, I always connect them. This has worked. I've found people internship because of this. I swear this has happened. I've connected a lot of people. So this works. So that way, actually, when I think about it now, your connection also grows. Like it's a web. You're connecting someone to the other person connects the other one. So you're also having a vast connection. So that's important. You can take that. If you have the skill, you can use it. The other thing is getting noticed, standing out in a crowded digital space, because everyone is out there now, right? With millions of professionals on LinkedIn, how do you ensure you stand out? Some of the things you could do are content sharing. Regularly share articles, insights, or personal experiences related to your industry. This is not only showcasing your expertise, but also keep you on your networks rather. Engage with other contents and join and participate in groups. Seek recommendations. One important thing I would say here is be mindful of what you're sharing in public. Employers might look beyond LinkedIn, so ensure your other social media profiles reflect professional image, because that's your digital footprint. When I say this, I don't mean like you have to be a robot always just consistent at a certain topic. But like, for example, I share a lot of personal stuff. I share about myself, about the people I love, but just make sure to be ethical. I mean, not just on your digital footprint, but as an individual, we should aspire to be that, right? But make sure in digital, it's a footprint and people will always refer back. So keep that in mind and be mindful what you put out there. In addition to LinkedIn, you can also send cold emails, right, to people that you would like to connect to. Craft a nice email asking them to provide you guidance on a certain topic, to provide you guidance on a job that you're looking for. I think a lot of people will be interested to support and to provide guidance. In general, on networking, what I would say is positioning yourself for opportunities in today's digital landscape requires a proactive and strategic approach. And by optimizing your LinkedIn profile, building genuine connections, and maintaining a consistent and professional online presence, you significantly increase your chances of getting noticed by the right people. So that's why I'm asking you to do all of this. What you have to remember is that it's not just about being present online. It's about being intentional with how you present yourself. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for today. This is what I wanted to say. But before I go, I just want to remind you, opportunities don't just happen. You create them. Whether it's through networking, applying to scholarship, positioning yourself for a job, or simply being open to new positions, small actions lead to bigger chances. I feel like that has always been my journey. So don't just consume this information, apply it. Take one thing you learned today and put it into action. Okay, maybe this is your wake up call. And please let me know if it worked out. Okay. And like I always say, this is just my insights. This is just something I've gone through, an experience that I am sharing here with the hope that it might be helpful for you. It doesn't mean this is the only way. It doesn't mean this is the right way. Well, the right way, it worked for me. So it doesn't mean this is the only right way. So you are more than welcome to explore different type of ways. And I'm rooting for you. Good luck with everything. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I feel like I'm improving by the day, and this episode was a bit condensed and I tried to include everything. But feel free to tell me the things I have to focus on, the things you want me to work on. And make sure to share this to other people so they can learn if it's important, or even I learn from them if there's something that I need to be aware of. Yeah. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope this has been helpful. Let me know in the comment section if this was interesting, if you have used any of my guidances, or if there's anything you want me to work on. I'm happy to do that, and I'm happy to learn from each other. Yeah, so until next time, thank you so much. Bye.